Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of JeremyCraft. I think I should probably stop beginning these episodes with me talking about what I want to do in the episode because I never seem to stick with it. Take last episode for example, I said I was going to work on the nether tunnel in the Old West Town and I kind of got sidetracked. So I figured I would start today's episode by finishing up one of the tunnels. But after about an hour and a half, 2 hours of work finishing up the tunnel, I ran into a bit of a problem. I closed the replay mod and was faced with an error message that said that the entire replay that I had recorded was corrupted, so unfortunately, I don't have any footage from when I finished the other wing, but here it is. Both sides of the tunnel are now done. I'll take a quick fly through so you can see the general length. This one leads to the creeper farm, and at the end I've created these little platforms here to land on. So now you can fly all the way through, and you have this little space to land. All that's left now is the main tunnel here that goes forwards and the tunnel off to the side that leads to the desert village. And I'm having a little bit of uncertainty. I really like the way this tunnel looks and I love the color, and I'm not 100% certain I want the front tunnel to be a completely different tunnel. I feel like it's going to be very jarring for this to go from this nice wood tunnel into a tunnel that's themed after the end. So I'm going to think a little bit about whether I want this to be end themed or if I want to just extend this wooden platform out a bit. I might still have the desert tunnel over here be a different style, but that's just because it's a little bit off to the side and pretty short. And then the one last thing I did, I decorated the area up here that leads to the ceiling of the nether. Just this little tiny tunnel here, nothing special. And a little trapdoor down here that leads to the floor. So it's nice and easy for us to get up and down. Now this is actually being recorded after I've done quite a bit of work here. So the next thing we worked on after that tunnel was the nether fortress farm. So it's actually complete down there, it's all done. And I'll show you guys really quickly a time-lapse of me building it. Alrighty, and welcome back from the time-lapse. As you can see, the whole thing is done now. I've extended this little platform out. Originally I was just going to have this big square, but the spawn rates were pretty terrible, so I just extended these two platforms out where there were these sort of walkway sections. So in case you're wondering how this works, you can see there's a couple mobs down here. There's an enderman, blaze, and a couple piglins. When you want to refresh the mobs, you simply fly up here, fly up to about 250 or so, which takes about 4 rockets. That means that you're above 128 blocks. So all of the mobs down there have despawned. Then you just quickly drop back down. And you'll see that there are different mobs down here. So no wither skeletons this time, so I would just fly back up and refresh them again. All in all, I'm not 100% sure whether I want to call this a success or not. It's definitely working. Not quite as fast as I hoped it would. I really thought that flying up and down would refresh the mobs so easily that we would get, wither skeletons every single time, or at the very least we'd be able to do it pretty quickly, but it still takes quite a while. I'm not even 100% sure whether this was faster than just running through the fortress normally, but at the very least it was nice and easy to grind while watching TV on my other screen. So I put on a show and then I would just go up and down the ladder over and over, refreshing the mobs, so I'll say that it was a moderate success. But I'm pretty happy with how this all went, and I'm going to actually show you guys a quick time-lapse of me grinding out, trying to get some wither skeleton skulls, because I wanted to get, as I mentioned in the previous episode, a beacon. So as you can see, we were successful in getting the wither skeleton skulls. We actually got one extra. I don't know if you could see it in the video, but I got 2 wither skeleton skulls from the same group of 3 wither skeletons that I killed right at the end. After hours of grinding for that last skull, we ended up getting 2 at once, so that was kind of strange, but hey, I'm not going to complain about an extra skull. So now that we have the 3, we can make a wither, kill it, and get started on getting that beacon. Alrighty, I think I'm ready. I got my potion on my hotbar, my food, I got the skull. I've already got the other 2 down. I've got my weapons, I put everything I don't need away, got my armor. I think it's time to fight the wither. God, I hope I don't die. Jeez, that takes so long for him to blow up. I forgot how long that takes. Oh, this is gonna be easy. Oh god. See, yeah. Oh, smite sword. Get destroyed. Easy. Definitely didn't take the coward's way out there. I fought him definitely 100% legitimately. Jokes aside though, I'm glad that went so well because I did not want to lose all those items. Alrighty though, we have the nether star. I think I'm actually going to turn this area right here into my strip mine. So I'm going to head back home, make a little way to get up and down here, and start mining. Alrighty guys, and welcome back from the time lapse. As you can see, we were successful in clearing out 1 beacon's worth of space, minus that little section over there where I ran into some water and lava that I just didn't really feel like cleaning up. So how many resources did we gather? In the first chest here are all the valuables. We got a stack and a bit of diamonds, a ton of iron, a ton of coal, and a little bit of redstone. I'm surprised at how little golden lapis we got. It felt like I'd mined a ton, but I guess they're comparatively rare. Next we have the stone variants. We got a ton of diorite, andesite, and granite, as well as a decent amount of dirt and gravel. As for these last 7 chests, these are entirely full of stone. So in the future, if we ever need some stone brick, we got a huge stockpile here. This grind took a super long time. I did it over like 3 days or something, starting to go a little bit crazy by the end, but I'm glad we were able to finish it before this episode was over. But I think that's gonna do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions or suggestions for things you'd like to see us build in this Let's Play series, please feel free to comment. That aside, thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.